Something's got a hold on me. Oh, it must be love. Something's got a hold on me right now, child. Oh, it must be love. But I tell you now, I've got a feeling. It feels so strange. Everything about me seems to have changed. Step by step, I've got a brand new life. Now ain't it sound sweeter when I talk? I said, oh, 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 baby. You know it must be love. You know it must be love.
What's awesome about garbage is people are willing to pay you to get rid of it, and everyone wins along the way. If you make things out of garbage, you're creating the world's most eco-friendly products at a cheaper price. So you can't beat that. We're on now the biggest landfill in New Jersey. You can see it across from you over there. And the greenhouse we're going to is fueled by methane from the landfill itself. Well, my friends in Montreal were trying to grow pot in their basement, and they figured out that worm poop would finally make the plants grow really well. So that's how the whole thing came up. The ones that look sort of anemic are cactuses grown in no fertilizer, and then these big ones are cactuses grown with worm poop. This is like artificial soil, and this is the solid worm poop that we use.
This is planted with no fertilizer added at all. This one had terracycle solid fertilizer when it was planted.
Like paper, food waste, food byproduct waste. Instead of coming to a landfill like the one here, local garbage haulers take it to the worm farmer and give it to him.
You can tell what goes in to feed them, the grass, the leaves and all that. There's paper sludge, which is really breaking down. In a month or so, it'll all look like that.
Depending on what food you eat, you poop different poop, and the worms same deal. You know, so if you feed them papers, they'll poop a different poop than if you feed them really heavy nitrogen.
After 350 tons of pressure are applied to the fertilizer, it turns it into a 3/4 inch spike. It releases nutrients over time into the ground for the trees and shrubs. And that's how they come in.
All our 20-ounce bottles, 1-liter bottles are donated to us from kids for the Bottle Brigade. These are school kids all over America who get pennies on a bottle for delabeling them, collecting them, and sending them to us in a prepaid package that we supply.
And that's what the liquid worm poop or our cleaners or whatever other thing we're filling gets filled in. And we're lucky to say we're the only company in the world that packages in used packaging. We started with worm poop and soda bottles, and everything we do is made out of garbage. But that idea, you know, making stuff out of garbage can go into almost anything. We're taking old plastic bags, all used plastic bags, and we're fusing them into a new material that'll then be fundamentally made into anything. 4.5 billion juice pouches are thrown out every year, and they're completely non-recyclable. We've rescued about 20 million juice pouches.
TerraCycle's got the core pots made out of coconut fiber. When the plant gets large enough, the roots will come out the side. Just plant the whole pot. And it breaks down, so there's nothing to throw away, no waste.
This is the first product in the world that's made from crushed computers. So it's all mixed, 20 different types of mixed plastic. And then it's all painted by inner city graffiti artists. years ago, you would have found us in a dorm room, you know, basement pretty much. And now we're here, we have 3 factories, and so it's just been exploding.
We are on a beautiful island called the Neck Island in the sun. We've set this $25 million prize called the Virgin Earth Prize, and we're challenging every bright mind out there to see whether they can come up with a way of extracting carbon out of the Earth's atmosphere. And if they can pull it off, I mean, they may well, you know, they would deserve to win the biggest Nobel Prize ever for effectively saving mankind.